AI is getting changing very rapidly. Fair to say that, so here's how I see it. So the popular media has built this, built this grand image of AI, yeah, of that this is like some kind of a futuristic dystopian world, which AI will enable. And then when you think in that context, and you say, oh, but it's not changing that much, yeah. But who said that was the that's a future that's a future picture that has been painted, and that is a little bit of my concern with this any discussion on technology and digital and AI, that the the debate is very framed by futurists. Yeah. So it is because it's so cool to talk about 20 years hence and how the world is going to change completely. But what is really important is the method of how you get there. Yeah. So I think we may be just a victim of just irrational expectations as opposed to any reality. Now the reality of AI is that, look, it is, I think it is progressing well. The challenge with AI is simply the availability of data. Yeah, that for AI really to be effective, you need very vast amounts of high quality data. Yeah. So, and that in most organizations tends to be a very big issue. So if you, just from a technology perspective, and there are different layers of the technology stack, that you have experience, you have a data science layer, you have the data engineering layer, you have a core application layer, you have operations, you have cloud, various aspects of infrastructure. You look at that entire stack, the most critical aspect of that stack is data, without doubt. Yeah, so whether I talked about the positive cycle or a negative cycle, that the key driver of that is data. Yeah, if your data, so there is this data deluge happening. Yeah, the volume, velocity, variety of data is absolutely exploding. So it's like this huge wave. Either you are like, you are able to, like a very skillful surfer, able to ride up with the wave, or you will drown and break your back. Yeah. So now, I think that's the challenge, that where data is not there, either the volume or the quality is not there, AI can't happen. Yeah. So over the last couple of years, what happened was that AI kind of moved from, okay, here is where I can apply AI, and there are a lot of areas where there are amazing possibilities, to, okay, this is where I have data, so I can actually apply AI. So it kind of moved from being a bit of a demand side kind of thing, which is how you would expect things to be driven, to a little more of a supply side view, which is, and supply being data here. Yeah. So over the last couple of years, this has been a challenge. Over the last 12 months, Ketan, what I see with my clients, the Fortune 100 companies, is that the entire thing with AI is moving from proof of concept to really about proof of scale. Yeah. So it is not that AI is very limited in that sense. So there is a tipping point that is happening. It is moving from experiments, to really at scale. Now you look at any e-commerce company or anything which is about customer experience. The most fundamental aspect of customer experience is personalization, isn't it? You go to Netflix, what you will see, and what your, if you have a sibling who is in the same house, what he or she will see will be different, isn't it? Yeah. And that is personalization. And how is that personalization happening? That is happening through AI and machine learning. So there are, if you look at operations, if you look at automation, AI machine learning is playing a critical role. If you look at risk management or cybersecurity, AI machine learning is playing a critical role. So there are a number of areas where AI machine learning has moved from just proof of concept to proof of scale. So to my mind, it is actually progressing quite well. It is, if there is a challenge, I think it is a challenge of irrational expectations.